Sunil, thanks for your time. So SGGSC has been on an impressive innovation journey over many years, right? And what is really interesting about your journey is you've evolved this beyond just the proof of concept stage. So can you talk a little bit about your journey and specifically what are some areas where you've been able to take it beyond the proof of concept? Yeah.
Yes. Innovation, as I had explained earlier, is a central team that has some niche capabilities. But at the same time, what we realize is to scale that up, we really had to involve the full ecosystem of the GIC, all the business lines that were there working on it. So specifically, the team that does the business operations, right? They had the operations knowledge, they had the business knowledge, they had the context of the environment that they are working in. It was very important for us to channel that knowledge with the innovation team. The presence of the IT teams was also very important because they were the ones who were going to finally put that product into the production system. So we had to basically put this full ecosystem together to deliver an end result of a POC or an MVP that made sense to the business challenge that we were dealing with. We launched a huge change management exercise where we are able to incentivize and make sure that everybody felt that contributing to the transformation and contributing to the innovation agenda was the responsibility of everybody within the organization. And hence we were able to align everybody's, actions towards that. And the biggest challenge, as I said, was not necessarily in doing the proof of concept, but later taking that proof of concept into production and making sure that it is used on a day-to-day basis by the operations team.
Can you give a couple of examples where this has been successful to going beyond the proof of concept stage?
Yeah, so I would say one of the best examples that comes to my mind is really the KYC process where initially we were able to do a proof of concept of trying to automate the entire initial part of the KYC process where the document collection part, the processing of those documents automatically using technologies like OCR, MI, machine learning, AI to identify the keywords from those documents so that there is no need to process them manually. All of those was done as a proof of concept, demonstrated to the business. And then when it come to taking it into production was really the big challenge because we had to work with the IT teams to scale the entire idea and the proof of concept to a very high scale because we are talking of millions of documents and millions of data records. So we really had to design an entire infrastructure set up around that. So I would say that was a good example of where we had an idea, we worked very closely with the business team, came up with a proof of concept, and then worked with the IT teams to really scale that solution up and put that into production, which is now operational and used by more than 500 associates to deliver value.
Correct. And a number of these innovation successes you've structured as products, which I believe makes it easy for the different parts of the bank to consume as they need. So can you talk a little more about?
Yeah, no, that's I would say a very interesting idea and approach that we have been able to put in place, which the bank also recognizes as a good success story. As you know, we are a huge bank. A lot of different departments doing different things. One team does not necessarily know the business challenges or the tools that the other person is using. But here in the shared service center, we have an opportunity to see the full picture of the bank at a smaller scale, and we are able to identify those opportunities. So by structuring some of these solutions that we develop as products, we make sure that the same solution is reused in different parts of the group, right, which brings a huge value to the bank by reducing redundancy and waste.
Thanks, Sunil. So there are 3 key learnings for GICs to accelerate their evolution journey when it comes to innovation. Those would be First, bring in the collective power of different functions in the GIC, because the sum of the parts is stronger than the individual parts themselves. That's point number one. Second is the entire change management effort, which involves a lot of business context, cultural change to make it happen. And the third is structuring the innovation in a form that is easily usable by different parts of the organization. Thank you.